Okay, thank you. Okay, let's start. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Cheva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jyaudirayet. Ashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavate Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th Canto, 17th chapter, verse 30. येना हम आत्मा यतनां विनिर्मिता धात्रा यतो अयं गुणः सर्गा संग्रहा स एव मां हन्तुम् उदयुधा स्वराट् उपस्थितौ अन्यं शरणं कम् आश्रये. येना, by whom, aham, I, atma ayatanam, resting place of all living entities, vinirmita, was created, dhatra, by the Supreme Lord, yataha, on account of whom, I am this, gunasarga sangraha, combination of different material elements, saha, he, eva, certainly, mam, me, hantum, to kill, udayudaha, prepared with weapons, swarat, completely independent, upasthita, now present before me, anyam, other, sharanam, shelter, come onto whom, ashraya, I shall resort to. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Srila Ki Jai. The planet Earth continued. My dear Lord, you are the complete conductor of the material creation. You have created this cosmic manifestation and the three material qualities. And therefore you have created me, the planet Earth, the resting place of all living entities. Yet you are always fully independent, my Lord. Now that you are present before me and ready to kill me with your weapons, let me know where I should go to take shelter and tell me who can give me protection. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, Srila Ki Jai. The planet Earth herein exhibits the symptoms of full surrender before the Lord. As stated, no one can protect the person whom Krishna is prepared to kill, and no one can kill the person whom Krishna protects. Because the Lord was prepared to kill the planet Earth, there was no one to give protection to her. We are all receiving protection from the Lord, and it is therefore proper that every one of us surrender unto Him. In Bhagavad Gita 18.66, the Lord instructs, Sarvadharman parityaja mam ekam sharanam vraja. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshashyami ma suchaha. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reaction. Do not fear. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur sings, my dear Lord, whatever I have, even my mind, the center of all material necessities, namely my home, my body, and whatever I have in connection with this body, I now surrender unto you. You are now completely independent to act however you like. If you like, you can kill me. And if you like, you can save me. In any case, I am your eternal servant, and you have every right to do whatever you like. So nice. Umagyantimirandasya Gyananjan Shalakaya Chakshurunmiritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manubhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamahiyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Hey Krishna Karna Sindhu Din Bandhu Jagat Pate Gopesha Gopika Kantha Radha Kantha Namastute Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishbhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priyai. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advait Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakti Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namne. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaurvani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shnevadi Paschati Deshatayine. The planet Earth continued. My dear Lord, you are the complete conductor of the material creation. You have created this cosmic manifestation and the three material qualities, and therefore you have created me, the planet Earth, the resting place of all living entities. Yet you are always fully independent, my Lord. Now that you are present before me and ready to kill me with your weapons, let me know where I should go to take shelter and tell me who can give me protection. So this is a surrender, like Sharanagati. Bhaktivinoda Thakur Prabhupada, there is a song book by Bhaktivinoda Thakur Prabhupada. The name is Sharanagati. So in that there's a description of the elements of surrender. This manas, dehu deha jo kuch moro, arpan kiyo jugala kishoro. Something, I'm missing the song, but this is what it is. My dear Lord, whatever I have, even my mind, my home, my family, my body, everything I surrender unto you. So Mother Earth, we studied yesterday, is actually getting convinced that who Maharaj Prithu is. And once she got convinced, she started to offer prayers, even though she was trembling in fear and she was scared for her life. But her intelligence was still very sound, and she could see that it is the Lord. And she was using the choicest words and offering him the prayers from the heart. And we studied on the verse before that, verse 27, where Prabhupada wrote that Mother Earth could understand that Prithu Maharaj is angry. So unless and until she understood, she pacifies his anger, there is no point in telling anything. So by prayers, she is trying to not only surrender from the heart, but also trying to pacify the anger of the Lord. Because Prithu Maharaj did say that you have done wrong by not obeying my order, right? And it is correct. He's not that Prithu Maharaj is proud that he's giving order, and it's not like what is that, communist? One is communist and another is Democrat, right? So communist, like, is it communist that where countries where the person gives, the leader gives order and the people have to follow?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
Communist.
Is it
dictatorship.
what Korea? Is it South Korea?
Yeah,
China.
communist.
China.
Yeah, communist. Yeah, China.
Dictator, madam. Dictator, Mataji.
Yeah,
Dictator
it's
also.
South Korea, right? South Korea is like that. Russia is
No,
like
no,
that.
it's North Korea.
North
Korea.
Korea.
North Korea.
It's a
North
North
Korea.
North
Okay,
Korea,
sorry,
yes.
North Korea and Russia.
And China.
Right? So people, China, and even I had a senior in college from I want to say Cuba. I think she used to tell me the stories about Cuba. I think Cuba is like that too. So all these countries, they only have to get the order, and everyone is supposed to obey the order, and the citizens have no independence to choose. That's not what Krishna's anger is like, or what Krishna's words are like when he's saying that you didn't obey my order, you have taken your share of the yagyas and you are not giving your part, you're not contributing to this arrangement of the material world. That's not how Prithu Maharaj is. Prithu Maharaj actually wants to correct her, and we can only get corrected if we are devotee. If we are a demon, then Krishna will just chop, kill. But that's also good because Krishna is killing, right? So she's saying that you are the complete conductor of the material creation. Yesterday we studied about Achintya Bheda Bhedatva, and she is continuing with that you have created the material world, but you are also conducting it. And you have conducted and you are creating. So I am also one of the elements that you have created. And now you are standing before me to kill me. Now where should I go to seek shelter, and who can give me the protection? Actually, she doesn't need to go anywhere. There's no need, right? If we actually see, there's no need for Mother Earth to go anywhere to seek any protection, because Krishna will give her the complete protection. But she is making her position clear in front of Prithu Maharaj that she is dependent on him. It's not that initially she was using the words that, remember, she was using the words that if you kill me, then where will your citizens go? Right? They will sink on the earth will go in the ocean of Garbha. Remember?
Yeah.
She was saying like that.
Yes. Yes,
and
Mata.
now she's saying that I need shelter. So this is a very pivotal. This is one of the pivotal verses of Bhagavad Gita. Sarvadharman parityaja mamekam sharanam vraja. This is one of the pivotal verses, right? So around which the whole Bhagavad Gita rotates. That's pivot of a tire, of a hub or central point of a circle or pivotal verse in Bhagavad Gita is this: Sarvadharman parityaja mamekam sharanam vraja. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshashami ma suchaha. Do not doubt or do not fear that maybe Krishna is not able to, free me from all my sinful activities. Maybe that's a doubt, but Krishna says, don't doubt, don't fear, just come and surrender. And this is one element of surrender, that Krishna, I have no other protection other than you. There are 6 elements of surrender. I have a slide. Let me see, where is my hand drive? 1 second. Does anyone know what are the 6 elements of surrender? And when I'm looking for my slide, there are 6 elements of surrender.
Mataji, that anukulasya sankalpaha, that one.
Mataji, you go on. I'm just taking my drive out.
Yeah. Anukulasya sankalpaha pratikulasya varjanam rakshishyatiti vishwaso goptrutve varnanam tata atmanikshepa karpanye shadvida sharanagati.
Can you tell the English of it? Anukulena sankalpa
Means accepting everything which is in favor of Krishna, rejecting anything which is not favorable for Krishna and Guru, and anukulasya sankalpa pratikulasya varjanam rakshishyati vishwaso, like Krishna is my protector, having the firm faith that Krishna is protector. Goptrutve varnanam tata means he is my guide. Krishna is the guide, and with complete humility surrendering to the Lord. Atmanikshepa karpan.
Yes, so this is complete. Actually, you're right. I'm not able to find the PPT, but I had a nice presentation of this. That accepting something which is favorable to Krishna. This is nectar of instruction, right? This is Rupa Goswami Prabhupada's instruction. Are you quoting that, Mataji?
Haribhakti Vilasa.
But Anukulena, are you quoting? Who was saying? I don't know who was saying it.
Haribhakti Vilasa Mataji.
Anukulena is in the nectar of devotion.
Nectar of instruction. It's Anukulena Varjita. Anukulena. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, I'll come back to it. The word that I wanted to make sure is that. Thank you so much, Mataji. That there are 6 elements of surrender. That thinking Krishna as one's best friend, surrendering everything to Krishna, thinking Krishna as one's only protector, and accepting the service that will bring one closer to Krishna. And there are 2 more. Mataji, can you say again what are the 2 more that I'm missing in the element of surrender?
With humility, with complete humility, surrendering to the Lord. The last one.
Okay, and which is the 6th one? I said 4. I didn't say 5.
Accepting favorable for discharging devotional service. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Okay.
Accepting everything.
Accepting things favorable for
which is
discharging.
favorable for devotional service, and rejecting anything which is not favorable for devotional service. And Krishna is my protector, having a firm faith that Krishna will protect me, and Krishna is my guide as guardian. And then the last one is the humility and surrender. Mataji.
Okay,
Mataji, one is Atmaniksheps also, na? Karpanye. Feel a slave of
I'll
Krishna.
come back to you tomorrow. Thank you so much, everyone. Reena Mataji, Sarita Mataji, Siddharth Prabhu, for saying this. But I'll come back to it. But the point is that over here, Mother Earth is also surrendering to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That Krishna, I actually have no other protector. I actually have nobody else who can actually protect me. We think, somebody wrote it to me. Who wrote it? Angel. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to read it out. From Hari Bhakti Vilas, Anukulena Sankalpa, accepting only what is favorable for unalloyed bhakti, Pratikulasya Varjanam, rejecting everything unfavorable for unalloyed bhakti, Rakshishyati Vishwaso, having faith that only Bhagwan is one's protector, Gopatritve Varanam, accepting Bhagwan as one's only maintainer. I'm going to post it for everyone in the group. Thank you so much, Mataji, everyone. Atmanikshepa, complete submission of oneself to Bhagwan. Karpanya feeling meek, humble, insignificant, wretched, materially destitute, etc. So nice. I'll copy this before I end the class. It's in your chat now. It's Angel Mataji Sunday. Okay, so unless and until we surrender to Krishna, our Krishna consciousness does not do a takeoff. We are still running on the ramp, but the plane hasn't taken off. So the element of surrender is required. It may be weak surrender, doesn't matter. It may be sentimental surrender. Sentimentally, somebody comes to Krishna and then they surrender, and then they are associating with devotees for some time, and then because of some Maya's influence, they go away. So Narad Muni actually says that person is better than the person who never came to Krishna consciousness. Even though somebody is sentimentally surrendering to Krishna, no understanding or no foundation of the philosophy, but just surrendering just because of some sentiment, that's also good. Doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be very deep. It will become deep if one continues. And there is a verse in Srimad Bhagavatam that Prabhupada said that we need to learn. Who knows that verse? 10:14:8. With the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, one must memorize this verse, which also talks about surrender and one who is eligible for liberation. Yes, anybody knows the verse? Tatya Anukampa. Nobody knows the verse. 10:14:8. I'm giving the reference also. Tatya Anukampa Sushumikshamano Punjana Evatma Kritam Vipakam Hidvag Vapurbhir Vidham Namaste Jivetayo Mukti Pade Sadaya Bhak. So only Krishna. It's not that one who is actually all the while patiently suffering the reactions of one's own past misdeed, but surrendering to Krishna, thinking that Krishna, I was supposed to get a lot more, but Krishna is giving me only a token punishment, is surely eligible for liberation because it has become its rightful claim. I'm paraphrasing. I'm not saying the entire translation as it is, but I'm paraphrasing. Okay, so it is a big deal to surrender. And this is a very big surrender, that actually she's fully convinced that Krishna, I have no one else. There's nobody else. And not my mind, not my body, not my family, fallible soldiers. There's a very nice verse in Srimad Bhagavatam where Prabhupada explains what are the fallible soldiers. Anyone knows what are the fallible soldiers that Srila Prabhupada says? One thinks that these are the fallible soldiers. Yes, what are they? One thinks, I think this comes in 5th canto Srimad Bhagavatam. One thinks that this is how it goes. I don't remember the verse, but I remember the translation. So the Prabhupada says, one may think that my bank balance is good enough to save me. I have enough savings or enough plans or enough, or somehow I have enough Lakshmi to save me from any calamity. Okay. And then one may think that I have a very good wife. Somehow the man has a mentality like that, which I didn't know, but Prabhupada talks about it. So it's true. I have a very chaste wife, and if I fall sick, she will take care of me. This is Prabhupada. And then one may think that I have very good children. When I will grow old, they will take care of me. Okay, so these are three soldiers. Now one's wealth, one's chaste wife, and one's children. But Prabhupada says, Srimad Bhagavatam says, these are all fallible soldiers. They all will fall down. The fallible soldiers, they'll just fall off. It's because they're also under the clutches of the time factor of Krishna. So one who is fully convinced that actually I don't have any protection other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And if Krishna wants, he can kill me. If Krishna wants, he can protect me. When Prabhupada Prabhupada was sick in America, right? When he came first, he got stroke. He had 2 heart attacks in the ship, and then in America he got stroke. So he was very critical. Then he asked his disciples. That time not many disciples were there, but he asked them to pray to Narasimha Dev that if you desire, this is how he taught us, Krishna, if you desire, then please prolong the life of my Guru Maharaj so that he can preach the glories of Krishna consciousness, if you desire. But how a karmi prays to Krishna? Krishna, this is my list for you. You know, this is my list for you. Please fulfill the list. I want my children to get good grades. I want my bonus to be high. I want a very nice house. I want a very beautiful husband or wife, whatever the case may be. I want my health to improve. I want to go to this, traveling or whatever. There's so many kinds of desires. Vichitra, right? There's so many varieties in this material world. So many desires are floating around. But that's not the way to pray to Krishna, because Krishna is completely independent. Abhigyana Swarat. So how do you pray? If you desire, then please fulfill my desire, fulfill my prayer for so that I can enhance my Krishna consciousness or someone else's Krishna consciousness. Okay. Any questions, reflections, or realizations? This is very nice. Surrender. Very nice topic. We can have a good workshop on this. Yes, any questions, reflections, or realizations? Vasudevan Prabhu, you're trying to say something?
Yes. Hare Krishna Mataji. This concept of surrender or Sharanagati is very important in Vaishnavism. And there cannot be a better illustration than one from Ramayana. See, Rama, though he never reveals that he is God, but it is implied that it is Sri Rama is God himself. And in his encounter with Ravana, he gives him a long hope to surrender till the end almost. In the last day of the war, when Ravana was left in the battlefield with no one to support him, he lost his brother Kumbhakarna, the last to go, and all the soldiers die. Very few are left there. And he is also armless. He lost all his arms and he lost his chariot. And even then, Rama does not kill him. He gives him a long rope of hope. He says, now, Ravana, you go home, go back home, come tomorrow. So he gives him a time for surrender. He never surrenders. That is one aspect of surrender. Another is his own brother Vibhishana, who always tells Ravana not to do this. You send back Sitaji, back to Rama. That is the best thing that you could do. Realize your mistake. The mistake of not doing this again and again, committing this sin. You are committing a sin, don't commit it. And surrender to God, which he doesn't do. Ravana doesn't do like Duryodhana. He doesn't do. He never realizes his mistake. That is, these are the two aspects of surrender. One is, it boils down to this. If the soul realizes that it is the God who is everything, who manifests and unmanifests, and thereby knowing his or realizing his constitutional position, that he is just a soul, and the super soul is everything. At that point, surrender comes. And here, I'm talking about Bhuma Devi and Prithu. I did a little bit of research, and ultimately I realized what it means. See, in Sahasranama, it says this regarding King Prithu. Vaikunta Purusha Prana Pranava Prithuhu. So Prithu is one of the names, 1,000 names, which is mentioned in Sahasranama, and Prithu is none other than God himself, Krishna himself. And Bhumi Devi, as I had a little misconception in that. Bhumi Devi, of course, is goddess. And now my realization is the whole thing is an enactment of for the benefit of people, that Prithu Maharaj as incarnation of God and goddess Bhumi, they enact to show that a man who is out to commit sin should be condemned at any cost, unless he realizes, unless he surrenders. So that is what is being enacted. Otherwise, it cannot be anything else, because Bhumi Devi is goddess herself. She's called Vasundhara. And it is because of Bhumi Devi that Krishna takes the avatar. She goes and represents to Brahma and then to Shiva and ultimately comes to Narayana, asking for his mercy, because the whole world is suffering because of the atrocities that are being unleashed by this Kamsa and others, all the demons. So ultimately, Narayana accepts, descends as Krishna. That is one aspect. And Bhuma Devi is the consort and the goddess. So, so my realization is it is just an enactment to show to the world that whoever commits sin of the magnitude that is being after Vena, so the kingdom goes into astray. There was nobody cared for law, and with the result, the people suffered. The famine was created. There was actually everything was there, but an artificial condition was created. That is because Bhuma Devi, in order to avoid these plunders, robbers, and others.
Yeah, you are actually opening the secret. We have those verses coming up.
Yeah.
You're
so this is my realization. In the process, it is my realization, Mataji. In the process. Because so nice. I raised the question and I got the answer myself.
So nice. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Very nice. I just want to save the last page of the novel. So we have a suspense. Very nice. Thank you so much. And thank you for example of Ravan and Vibhishan. That's wonderful. Okay, should we go to Damodar Leela? One verse.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Yes, okay, let's do it very quickly. Okay, 10th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, 9th chapter, verse 18 today. Swamatu svina gatraya vishrashta kabhara sraja Drishtva parishramam Krishna kripayashit swabandhane. Translation: because of Mother Yashoda's hard labor, her whole body became covered with perspiration, and the flowers and comb were falling from her hair.
Great.
When child Krishna saw his mother thus fatigued, he became merciful to her and agreed to be bound. Purport. When Mother Yashoda and the other ladies finally saw that Krishna, although decorated with many bangles and other jeweled ornaments, could not be bound with all the ropes available in the house, they decided that Krishna was so fortunate that he could not be bound by any material condition. Thus they gave up the idea of binding him. But in competition between Krishna and his devotee, Krishna sometimes agrees to be defeated. Thus, Krishna's internal energy, Yogamaya, was brought to work, and Krishna agreed to be bound by Mother Yashoda. See, Krishna is always independent, but here he wants to give fame to Mother Yashoda as his mother because she wanted to be his mother. No, she doesn't. She wants to take care of Krishna. She wants to correct him. She wants to bind him. She wants to punish him. This is her love, right? So these words are very nice. Swamatu. Swamatu means by his mother. Svinna Gatraya. Svinna Gatraya means when Krishna saw. Vishtrasya Kabra Saja. When Krishna saw. So Swanna Gatraya means that he saw that my mother is very tired. You know, look at her, what I have done to her. Her hair are loose, the flowers are falling, the comb is falling, and look at the beads of sweat on her face. She's so tired. And why is she tired? She's tired because she's been trying to bind me. She's going in, getting one rope, then tying, and then not working, and 2-finger width short, then goes back in, picks up more rope, comes back. And when Mother Yashoda's body is heavy, right? She has thin waist and heavy body, so it's difficult for her to walk, but she runs, she goes and gets more. So Radha Govind Maharaj says, if we had a video at that time, if we had a video recording of this going on between Krishna and his mother, how wonderful it would be. That somebody is recording it on their video. Mother Yashoda goes, and then my question is that when she goes, she leaves him there. So Krishna also doesn't run away. So he waits And then she also gives instruction to other elderly gopis and the neighborhood ladies to not to take him anywhere. Everybody is now afraid of, even though they're all smiling, but everybody is strictly instructed by Mother Yashoda that not to interfere in this. She's going to bind him, and when she goes to pick up the rope, then no one should dare to come near Krishna and take him. No, nothing like that. And Krishna also doesn't want that to happen, so he's also waiting. And my mother will come back and she will bring more and more ropes, and then she will get more and more tired. So a lot of energies of Krishna are acting here. Some energies are saying that let Krishna be bound, and the other energies are saying no, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and he cannot be bound. So and the end, Kripa Shakti, this Kripa Shakti, Yogamaya potency has many energies, many Shaktis. So one of the most potent is Kripa Shakti, means mercy.
Yes.
So it's called causeless mercy. It's the cause is not because she's tired, because she's perspiring. Okay, bahut ho gaya. How much will I make this lady tired? No. There's no cause. There's no cause behind it. The only cause is her determination to keep loving Krishna in that manner. So Krishna agreed. So Mother Yashoda, so 2 finger width got covered. 1 finger width was that mother's endeavor, other finger was Krishna's agreement or Krishna's causeless mercy. So they actually, it got covered, and then Krishna was bound. Krishna, and this is so beautiful in the purport they're writing that Krishna had so many bangles and other jewelry. So Krishna was bound by the bangles, by the necklaces, by the earrings, by everything, right? But then how come the ropes are so short, one after another, one after another, one after another? Because he actually cannot be bound. He cannot be bound. It's not that the jewelry is binding Krishna, but jewel ornaments wants to serve Krishna. So Krishna accepts their service. Krishna accepts the service of the clothes that he wears. Krishna accepts the service of the mascara that he was wearing in his eyes, right? The kajal. Everything that he's wearing is alive. Everything is alive. And ultimately, Krishna agrees and he's bound. But he cannot be bound. Here we are seeing that in Prithu Maharaj's pastime that he's running behind the earth, and he's telling her that you actually can't measure me, and I am, she is telling him, right? Yesterday we studied that you are everywhere. You are everywhere expanded. You are in each and every particle, still you're independent of him, right? That's Achinta Bheda Bhed Tattva. But over here we are seeing that Krishna is bound. He's bound by the love of his mother. And he has completed. So this gives an encouragement to a endeavoring devotee or a sadhaka bhakta, right? What is the encouragement? That Krishna will fill the gap that we have in our surrender to him. We have a gap in our service to Krishna. We are not doing pure devotional service. Not possible, because the soul is so powerful that it can actually is more bright than the sun. The soul, the little soul that we are, is brighter than the sun, who's lightening up the entire material manifestation. But because we are not pure, the brightness is subdued. But when we become pure, but Krishna will fill the gap. That's what I'm trying to say. Even if we are not pure, Krishna will fill the gap. There is no need to get discouraged. There is no discouragement in Krishna consciousness. Material life is discouraging in so many ways if there is no Krishna. Yes or no? Yes? No.
Yes.
Are you ever discouraged in your life? Oh my God, this relation is not working. Oh my God, this job is not working. Oh my God, this career is not working. Oh my God, nothing is working in my life. Yes. Have you faced anything like this in your life ever?
Yes.
Yes,
Many times.
Almost every
time.
day.
Almost every day, Dr.
Yes.
Miles. So you see, oh my God, now my body is breaking down. The body is going by every breath that we take, every waste product that is generated, every vision that we see with our eyes. The body is dying little by little by. This is how the body is actually decaying. But there is so much discouragement, but in Krishna consciousness, there is no discouragement. There is no negativity, provided it is taken in a proper spirit, in a proper association. Okay, not like, oh, the fortune that Mother Yashoda has, we cannot have. But Prabhupada says, at least I have faith in Prabhupada's words. At least I have faith in Prabhupada's words. He says every devotee can have the same privilege that was given to Mother Yashoda, each one of us. That we can actually pick up Krishna in our lap and, churn butter for him, or run behind him, or show him the stick, make him fearful, and then if he gets fearful, then throw the stick down and then drag him to the wooden grinding mortar. No, he was already sitting on the wooden grinding mortar in his courtyard where he was feeding the monkeys, but he was looking here and there that my mother will come, my mother will come. And the mother comes and grabs him, and then be ready to bound. So we all can do this. And this is life. You see, this is life. The other day, one of my students in the hospital was saying, we were looking at some doctor we were looking at because there was some patient. And then he said, my God, this doctor is living a life, man. They are like this two private practices, one house full of, all these relatives. And then so famous that they're appearing in New York Times. This is life. So I was thinking in my head that that's not life. That's hard labor. In fourth canto, in the pastime of King Puranjana, we will study that material life is hard labor no matter what. If somebody has some privilege by Krishna's mercy, somebody has some, what is that, Janma, Ashwarya, Shruta, Shri, one of the four privileges, one is born in a very pious family, or one is very famous, or one is very beautiful, or one is very educated. If somebody has those privileges, then in fourth canto, I think it's chapter 28 or 29 that we'll study, okay, pastime of King Puranjana, that that material life, if one has that privilege, that it is just taking the burden off from the head and putting it on the shoulder. That's it. So the head is free, but the shoulder is now gone. Remember, see, this is the Shastras explaining that whatever endeavor we are doing in this world, without putting Krishna in the center, is just moving the burden from the head to the shoulder.
Yes.
But it is not life. It's not life. Life is this, what Mother Yashoda is doing. No hurry and worry to get work, or to maintain a bank balance, or to maintain an elaborate mansion or small house, whatever. You see, tomorrow I'll discuss this very nice verse that Prabhupada explains in detail. Vishwam's, what is that? In Indriya Kala Sarpa Patali. There's a verse like that. I'll explain what it means, each and every word. But anyway, this is life where Mother Yashoda is running, and Krishna and his energies are conflicting. And then Krishna's most potent energy of Yogamaya, called Kripa Shakti, becomes very prominent. And then Krishna agrees to be bound, and he's bound. Now he's binded by the ropes of affection of his mother. This is very nice. Meditate on this whole day today. Any questions, reflections, realizations? Mataji, you have a question? Ayushi, Mataji, your hand is up.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji, for such short class. Nice short class.
Thank you. Yeah, Hare Krishna. Okay, anybody, any questions, reflections, realizations? Nobody. Surya Prakash Prabhuji, yes.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Vasudev Prabhuji, for clearing my doubts. You have dispelled my doubts. I think Mataji, as Mataji told, that last page you have revealed. I think we could have waited for some more time. Anyhow. Since 4 days it is tossing in my mind where to get this answer, Mataji. So finally Krishna has told Vasudeva, please clarify this poor fellow. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mataji. It's very nice, Mataji. Day by day we are improving.
Damodar Leela is very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice, Mataji.
It's beautiful.
As if we are deeply immersed.
We are very fortunate.
Very wonderful, Mataji.
Most fortunate in living entity in the entire planet.
Yeah.
We are. Each one of us, if we are able to study this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Any other questions, reflections,
Thank you so much,
realizations?
Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Really.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Mataji, thank you.
Patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo namo namah.
Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai. I want to copy this.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Angel Mataji, from this good reference. Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
To be of your service. Thank you. Mataji, I have posted it in our Bhakti Shastri group.
Oh, you
I
have?
copy
Okay.
pasted. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay.